Hi everybody, I'm Holley Grainger. I'm a registered dietitian and mom, and I am in the Southern Living kitchen in the studios to show you one of my favorite recipes. I was on last week and I asked you guys what you wanted to see this week to help us get ready for Memorial Day. The top two answers were chicken salad and easy appetizers. So I couldn't decide between the two. So I thought the easiest thing to do would just be to combine those two for you. So today I'm sharing my balsamic chicken salad and showing you 3 easy and fun ideas for displaying this appetizer for your guest. I want to start by telling you that I'm all about shortcut recipes. If it means that I can pick up a rotisserie chicken at the store and use that chicken instead of boiling chicken or baking chicken to make a chicken salad, I'm all about it. I have 2 little girls and time is precious and always of the essence. So this is certainly a shortcut recipe, and I'll be telling you some more little tips and tricks along the way. But let's go ahead and jump in and get started on balsamic chicken salad. So I'm using 1 rotisserie chicken that I've pulled off the chicken. And a little tip is that 1 rotisserie chicken yields about 3 cups of meat. And it works great because, ironically, this recipe calls for 3 cups of cooked chicken. Now, we always have grilled chicken on hand. My dad grills the best chicken. So one of these videos, one of these Facebook Lives, I'll have to have him on or at least share his favorite grilled chicken recipe because it is delicious. But for those times that I may not have it or just want to change things up a bit, or maybe you don't have my dad bringing bags of grilled chicken to your house once a week, this is the perfect solution. So you can certainly use canned grilled chicken, or you can certainly use canned chicken or a rotisserie like I have here. But this is also a really good option for those times when you just have extra chicken on hand and need to use it for something and certainly don't want to waste it. So everyone's a little bit different. I like my chicken salad chunky. And now you guys can certainly share in the comments. First, let me know where you're from, and then let me know how you like your chicken salad. Last week when I shared my pimento cheese, I learned a lot about the Southern Living audience because I think everyone has a certain secret ingredient and everyone has a favorite way of making it. So some people told me that they have, and they've always made their grandmother's recipe. Some people balked at the fact that I used Greek yogurt. Just kind of ran the gamut with the comments back. But I want you guys to know I'm reading everything you're sharing, and I love to interact. So definitely comment, ask questions. In fact, in just a few minutes, I'll be answering some of your questions. So let me know if you have a question while I'm making this, and we will certainly be answering as many as we can in the next couple of minutes. So you can see I've chopped this nice and fine, but left some chunks. This is sort of how I like it. You can leave it chunkier, or you can even put it in your food processor and give it a whirl. That's an easy way to blend it if you don't want to use the manpower of chopping it with your knife. Now just add your chicken back to the bowl, and then we'll add the good stuff. So this is 1 deli rotisserie chicken, which is just one of the most convenient foods around. And here's a little sneak peek. In the June issue of Southern Living magazine, there is an entire spread on fun and creative ways to use rotisserie chicken. So this is a little sneak peek for what's to come from the issue. So let me know if you've already gotten the June issue. If you haven't, it should be on newsstands very soon and certainly in your mailbox. So I have my chicken. Next, I want to add toasted slivered almonds. You can add any nut that you have on hand, or you can even leave nuts out. I like the crunch and the added protein and healthy fat that nuts offer. But one thing that I always do when I'm cooking with any type of nut is that I like to toast it first. My favorite way to toast nuts is to just put them into a dry skillet on about medium-high heat. Then I leave those in a skillet, maybe give them a shake every once in a while. And as soon as you start to smell the nuts and smell that nutty aroma, dump it out onto a paper towel and let them cool. The last thing you want is for them to burn. All right, so I've incorporated my slivered almonds in. So give me that crunch. And I'm adding some grapes. Now this recipe, Southern Living has tagged it in the comments. It's called Balsamic Chicken Salad. And sometimes I add dried cherries to it. Other times I just add fruit. So grapes right now are so sweet and crunchy. So I've quartered the grapes. I'm going to add those. I'm using purple grapes. Again, this is totally up to you. Some people very anti-fruit in the chicken salad. Personally, I love it. So I have some grapes in here, and then I'm going to chop some apple. Again, it's just a great way to add a little bit of extra fruit, some fun, sweet flavor, and a little bit more nutrition. Now, I think we have a question, so let me go ahead and see what question we have that you guys are already asking while I do some chopping.
Is this a recipe that your kids will eat?
All right, so the question was, is this a recipe that my children will eat? And the answer is, surprisingly, knowing my children, yes. So one of the things I love to do, and I think this is the key to why they actually eat it, is that I bring them in and let them help me make it. So what I do for them is I'll let them tear the chicken apart. Now, my little girls are only 2 and 4, so have to be a little bit careful with the knife skills. But I'll give my oldest daughter, the 4-year-old, just a butter knife, and she can chop. The 2-year-old will just pull and play, and that's just an easy way to let them come in and participate. The other thing they love to do is help stir. So I just added a little bit of Greek yogurt, about 2 tablespoons to the chicken salad. I'm using Greek yogurt in place of mayonnaise just for a little bit of extra protein. If you are not a fan of Greek yogurt, or maybe you're not a fan of mayonnaise, either one, they substitute really well. Okay, we have another question. All right.
Would you ever use pear in this chicken salad?
Oh, that's a really good idea. Yes, pear would be a delicious ingredient. So the question was, would I ever use pear in place of the apple in the chicken salad? And yes, I think any fruit you have on hand is a really good option. Another thing that I don't have in this particular chicken salad, but you could easily do, and it would be a great way to boost your vegetables, is to add chopped celery and/or chopped onion. So I'm going for more of a sweet flavor profile with the grapes and with the apples, but you could easily add some veggies to this as well. So I've added the Greek yogurt, and you can see it still looks a little bit dry, but here comes the secret ingredient: balsamic dressing. Now, before you balk or think, oh my goodness, bottle dressing, remember, this is a shortcut recipe. So this is a lightened balsamic vinaigrette. What I will recommend when you do use a bottle dressing is that you make sure that there are no artificial colors or preservatives. So try to find something as close to the real thing as possible. That may mean you have to take an extra second to read the ingredient list, but it's so worthwhile. And of course, you can easily make your own balsamic vinaigrette, or you can even just add balsamic vinegar and then add a little bit more Greek yogurt or mayonnaise. So if you make your own, you want to go about 1-to-1 with some olive oil and some balsamic vinegar. I'm using about, kind of depends, I use about 3/4 of a cup to a cup of dressing in this recipe. This really is dependent on your own taste. So if you like yours a little bit more dressed, a little bit more moist, then add a bit more dressing. If you prefer more of a drier chicken salad, then leave a little bit out. This is what I call one of my recipes you know by heart. So once you have the basic fundamental steps, I need chicken, I need fruit, some nuts, some Greek yogurt, and dressing, then you can customize it to however you prefer. Finally, I'm just going to add a tiny sprinkle of salt. This is an optional ingredient. And of course, the bottle dressing does have some added salt. So if you're watching your sodium, you can certainly leave that out. And then one of my favorites, just some cracked black pepper. I'm going to give this one more stir. And then I want to show you 3 fun and simple ways to present this yummy chicken salad. So the chicken salad is all mixed. And one way that I love to do it is to just use these little bitty tarts. These are filo tarts that you find in the freezer section of the grocery store. You can certainly make your own, but again, we're shortcutting here. So I just bake the tarts for a few minutes, read the directions or on the box, usually about 5 minutes, 5 to 10, until they're nice and brown and toasty. That makes them nice and crispy. And then you want to add about a tablespoon of chicken salad to the tart. So this is just a little bite-sized taste, kind of a 1-bite appetizer. Add your chicken salad here. And then, of course, you want to add some type of garnish. So I like to just add, there we go, make them like a little bitty flag in there. A little nut on top. You can certainly sprinkle it with some greens or even put a grape or a piece of apple on top. You do one more. So just add about a tablespoon of your chicken salad, and you can mound it up as high as you want. This really makes for a pretty presentation, and this is certainly a favorite recipe when I'm making chicken salad for a brunch or a baby shower. All right, I'm just gonna add my nut right there on the top. Can you see them? Yep, peeking right out. I have a great peeking out too. All right, now set this aside. Something else that I like to do is to make cucumber cups. So all you have to do with your cucumber cup, let me clear my board first. Clear my board. We don't want a messy work surface, right? I think that's something that I'm used to when I'm cooking, especially because I always bring the girls in the kitchen to cook with me, is that we're always making a mess. So it doesn't bother me, but we'll clean off our work surface a little. Now, time for some more fun. So one thing that I love to do is use an English cucumber. You might hear this as a hothouse cucumber, but what you can see with a cucumber like this is that the skin is very thin, so it's edible. It's a lot more palatable than your traditional cucumber. You can also see that it's seedless, so you don't have those big seeds that are sometimes hard to eat or that you might leave out when you're using cucumber in a salad. Sometimes you'll cut that right out. So I like to take my cucumber. Often you can find these wrapped in the plastic wrap at the grocery store. And then I cut them into about 1 inch rounds. And that's just enough so that you can scoop out the center and mound the chicken salad. So you can either use a spoon or just a melon baller. And you want to just scoop out some of that center so you have plenty of room to add your chicken salad. So you can see I'm not going all the way through. Whoop, there we go. I almost did. You can see I'm not going all the way through, but I'm leaving just enough room right there in the center so that I can add the chicken salad. So again, you'll just want to do about a tablespoon because you have to think when you're entertaining, you may not have utensils out there. These are just sort of one bite appetizers, one, maybe two. There you go, and you just mound it right up. Something else that can be really pretty when you're making this appetizer is I'll take my peeler and just shave around the sides. It just makes for a little bit of pretty visual presentation. Just throw that over to the side. You go around, and like I said, this peel is definitely easy to eat. It's very palatable. But when you have the little stripes around the edges, it's just something that's a little bit more fun. Okay, so again, you'll want to cut your cucumber in about 1 inch or so. Use your little melon baller to scoop out the middle. If you don't have a melon baller, you can easily use a spoon. And then we'll just add the chicken salad right into the top. This is another fun way that I get the girls involved. Now, of course, it never fails that when I give them the melon baller, pretty much the whole cucumber just gets scooped away. So I give them what they can play with and then use what I need to actually make it for when I'm entertaining. But scoop this right in, mound it up. You can see some of the fruit. That's why I like to cut my grapes or fruit into smaller pieces, just because sometimes it's a larger bite. We'll add this right here. Add it to the plate. Now, if you're just tuning in, I'm Holley Grainger. I'm a registered dietitian and a mom, and I am thrilled to be here with Southern Living to share some very easy appetizer ideas for Memorial Day, for upcoming wedding showers, brunch, and just fun entertaining. So the last idea is to make chicken salad sushi. Using a tortilla, this is just a soft flour tortilla. I find that the soft flour tortillas are easier to roll than something like a corn tortilla. So lay this out and spoon chicken salad right onto the tortilla. Now, of course, you may know this as a chicken roll-up, but at our house, we like to make everything into sushi. So that's what we like to call it. So spoon your chicken salad right on. And then I've cut cucumber into strips, and just like you would have with sushi, just lay that right down. Let's see, we'll add one more here. There we go. And then I have some avocado. So just cut my avocado like this. This one's nice and ripe. Open it up. It's a little bitty seed today. You never know what you're going to get when you open up your avocado. And then I like to just make slices right in the center of the avocado. Now, if you're worried, make sure you don't cut through. If you're worried, you can certainly just leave it right on your board to cut your slices. We don't want any sliced hands. And then use your spoon or your knife. This is actually so soft, I might be able to just spoon it right out. But just spoon it right out. There we go. Have a little extra chicken salad on the side there. So this is a small avocado, so I can almost use the entire half. But I'll add the avocado slices. So again, very similar to sushi. And then we'll roll it up and cut. So just tuck your pieces and roll. Now, what I love to do sometimes, instead of Greek yogurt or mayonnaise, especially if I have a nice ripe avocado, is to mash avocado and add that to my chicken salad. So I'm curious if any of you ever try that. It's a great way to add some moisture and absolutely some nutrition, some delicious nutrition. So we've rolled this nice and tight. Now you may see there's a little bit here that is coming out. We'll just roll that. You want to form it like sushi and then just slice it into pinwheels. I'm going to roll it just a little bit tighter so it doesn't come undone. And one thing you can do is if you have some Greek yogurt or mayonnaise, add that right here so it will seal. And then just slice. And it's just that easy, and certainly a fun and different way to present your chicken salad. Tap that right there. So these little pinwheels or sushi are absolutely delicious, and again, just a perfect little pickup appetizer. Now, a lot of you in the comments asked for dessert. Some of you asked for slow cooker ideas, and a lot of you also asked for easy dinner time ideas. So I want you to keep tuning in to these Southern Living Lives with me because I want to make sure that what I'm sharing with you is what you guys want. So if there's something in particular that you're looking for, that you want to see us present, leave it in the comments. We're watching, we're paying attention, and we certainly want to hear what you have to say. Now, I won't be back on again for the rest of the week, and there were a lot of you that wanted two different things. A lot of you wanted sides, and a lot of you wanted desserts. So if you tune into my page, Holley Grainger Nutrition, on Wednesday and Friday at 12:30 Central, on Wednesday I'll be sharing my company pasta salad. This is my mom's pasta salad recipe. It makes 25 cups. It is awesome for entertaining, perfect for feeding a crowd. And on Friday I have a surprise dessert that uses fresh fruit. So make sure to tune in at the same time. Again, don't forget to leave comments. I would love to connect. I try each week to come back and interact and answer any questions that you may have that if we may not have been able to answer on the air. So if there's anything else, leave a comment. And then certainly you can find me at Holley Grainger Nutrition on Facebook. Southern Living has linked to me, but if you just search, it's Holley Grainger. And I always have to laugh because my name has, the first name and the last name has two kind of crazy spellings. So it's Holley with an EY and Grainger with an AI. So Holley Grainger Nutrition. You can find this recipe there as well. And then I would love for you to subscribe to my Facebook page. Find me on Instagram, Twitter, wherever you are on social media. I probably am there too. And then certainly don't forget to like Southern Living's Facebook page, share this recipe if you love it, and don't forget to subscribe to Southern Living as well so that you're always in touch with the latest and greatest recipes that we love here in the South. I hope all of you have a wonderful and safe Memorial Day. If you have any more questions about this chicken salad, certainly let me know. I hope it's delicious and fun-filled, and I look forward to seeing all of you guys on Wednesday and Friday on Holley Grainger Nutrition, and then I'll be back again next week on Southern Living. So don't forget to keep an eye out. They'll make sure to post to let you know all the details.